So you suck on? Do you suck on toes?
I mean, I'm not opposed to
Is
it.
it yes or no? Have you sucked on toes?
Have I sucked on toes? Y'all know what time it is. This is Steak and Sauce Podcast, the baddest podcast in the land. I am one of your hosts. You already know my name. I'm a household name. Derek Nowlin, also known as Mr. Meat to Meat, you owe me a check. Also known as King Koopa, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, how did I get that name King Koopa?
I don't know. Some joke you came up with.
I think it's real life. Across from me, this man needs no introduction. We're going to keep it PG because we care about his household.
Yeah, please.
This is AC21. He is the man. Me and him have not been on here by ourselves like this since episode 5.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about today. Hope everybody had a good and blessed weekend and hope everybody's driving the speed limit.
Yeah, I know, right?
We won't incriminate anybody, but we'll get into that in a minute. We also have Weston here. Let's give it up for him.
Thank you.
Weston is mic'd up today, ladies and gentlemen, so that's a special treat, all right? He said he doesn't feel like talking to y'all half the time because he knows he's smarter than y'all.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I'm joking. You know, we got to start it out a little bit. Listen, we thank you guys for continuing to support us. Like I say all the time, we cannot do this without you guys. The word is continuing to spread. You guys are supporting us. You guys are coming up to us out in the community, shaking our hands, asking questions. I think it's awesome. I love to see people tell me their favorite episode or say that we're hilarious or they caught an episode or two. So we really, really do appreciate it. And we just want to continue to provide that for you guys, you know. How's everybody doing today, though?
Doing pretty good.
Pretty good?
Good.
Good. Awesome.
Tired.
Yeah, I'm wore out. How was your week, man?
It's been great.
Yeah.
I finally got to see you do your show.
You finally got to let's talk about that for a second. AC finally got to come to one of my comedy shows. As most of you know, I am currently doing stand-up comedy and I'm traveling and I love it. And I was so thankful that Antonio went with me to Johnson City, Tennessee. Shout out the Wallace Theater, by the way, for having us.
Sweet.
It was an amazing venue. The crowd was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I got the chance to perform with some amazing comedians. So thank you for that. Antonio, what was your experience there?
It was pretty awesome, man. I wasn't expecting all them people to be there. I thought it was only going to be like 3 or 4 comedians showing, but people was piling up, coming in. And I think it was like 9 or 10, wasn't it?
There was 10 of us, I believe.
All right, yeah. You was second to last to perform, and people was like, "Is this your boy? Is this your boy?" I was like, "Yeah." You gave me a shout out on one of the jokes.
I did. I was on stage and I told a joke about something dealing with some winky or something, and I gave Tonio a shout out. Now the funny thing was, I really felt comfortable on that stage, right?
Yeah, you look real comfortable up there.
Because the people in the front row, they were very interactive, right? Mm-hmm. Especially the one girl, right?
Yeah.
And
people were talking about her.
They were a little bit, right? Now she sees this, we love you, okay? Now, at one point she was talking and I just went to go hand her the mic, like, here.
Yeah.
You finish, you know, and everybody busted out laughing, right? But I couldn't see you. I knew exactly where you were sitting, but those 5 lights that they had on us were so bright that I could only see the first 3 rows. But I knew it was a lot of people in there, you know? And usually what makes me more comfortable is making it look like I'm making eye contact with just one person, but really I'm looking at a lot of people, you know? And if I get a good vibe from someone, a good response, I'll genuinely try to come back to them, you know, because in your head, it helps you. When you're staring at somebody and they're like, you know, it kind of messes with you.
Yeah, I was nervous for you. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
All the people looking at you and shit.
I mean, it's a crazy feeling when they called me to come out and my buddy, he introduced me, right? Shout out to my buddy, John Pruitt. He's an amazing comedian and a veteran.
He's funny too.
He's hilarious. When I walked out, I was like, this is it, you know? And once they hand you the mic, it's go time. Like, you've already rehearsed. You've already got your set together. What you don't prepare for is the extra things that are going to happen while you're on stage. There are things that are happening that I don't even plan for, but I just roll with it.
True.
Crowd interaction, somebody saying something. That guy was there with her, and I don't think he's supposed to be there with her.
No.
There was a guy in the front row, Weston, and I made a joke about, are people still hooking up in 2023? And she was like, we are. And she pointed to him and he was like, no, we're not, you know. But I don't think he was supposed to be there with her. That's what I'm getting from it. What would you say when you watch me perform, coming from like a brother to me, my best friend, what would you say is something that's positive and something that I could work on?
I would say it's just, you felt natural up there. Like,
okay. Yeah.
You've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
And I said, I say you bringing your phone out to look at your joke. I don't understand why y'all do that, but I do understand.
Right.
But I think that's kind of amateur, I guess you could say.
Well, I agree with you. I didn't bring my phone out to look at my joke.
Mm-hmm.
I tapped my phone to look at my time.
Oh, all right.
So when you go to some places like bigger stages and stuff like that, when they give you a time hack, they do want you to perform within that time limit because you won't want to cut over onto the main person of the night. And I went right before they did.
Yeah.
So what I did is I had my timer up on my screen and I set it to just 30 seconds shy of my full time. So I've been having problems with my phone screen and it should have stayed up the whole time. That way I can just glance. Now, if I know I'm at 12 minutes, I know, okay, I got another joke or two and I'm out.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing.
But you're not the only person that I've seen do that. That was just.
That's what they were doing.
Yeah.
We were just trying to make sure we were on time because it is considered to be unprofessional or rude for me to cut over if Weston was going behind me or you and I cut over onto y'all's time. So that's what I was doing. Normally, the shows that I have closed, they tell me, hey, unload the clip. So I'm up there, hey, I'll run 20-25. I'm comfortable with doing that. I have done it. Now that I've written more material, I can run 30. From the new stuff that I've written. Sometimes, though, when you're on a 12 to 15 minute hack, I know exactly the jokes I can tell in that time frame. But like I said, what you don't prepare for is the other people, the interactions add to that time.
Because when you hand her the
microphone,
she was like,
Yeah, she's like, I'm like, no. I need to hear it. You've been chatty this whole time.
Yeah.
Now's your turn. So I don't adjust for that little bit of time that's there. But I appreciate you picking that out because maybe there's another way that I can be able to tell time or do something.
I'm in the back looking for extra recruits.
Tonio,
I was there on a business meeting.
Tonio was there on a business meeting. He was not only there to enjoy it, but since he's taking over Steak and Sauce Comedy, he's looking for other comedians to come along with this.
I saw a couple guys.
Guys, they're pretty good. So, Weston, how was your week?
It was good.
Awesome, brother.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I really give it up to Weston, man. This guy, anything we take to him, any idea how we want something to look or implement something, he can get it done, man. So we really, really appreciate Weston, and he's just phenomenal, man.
Heck
so
yeah.
Thank you, brother. Like, we truly do mean that. So, as always, during the week, things can get a little bit rough. I, in the true fashion and nature of myself, I found something that I thought was hilarious. We'll bring it up. I want to share it with you guys right quick. See how y'all feel about it.
He said deep in that cat.
Listen, what you doing, slime? Dig in it.
He said dig in it. I thought he said deep.
He said dig in it. He said, what we doing? Now, Weston, is this Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do they do this on the cartoon?
I don't believe so.
Is this something that we can see on the regular cartoon? Are they digging in it like that? Because I know when they go Super Saiyan, somebody could die because they grow a tail and horns and it gets crazy. So I just want to make sure she's okay because look at her face. Look at her face. She yelling?
I don't think she's enjoying that.
Nah, she ain't enjoying. Why's he got her arms back like that? I might have to try that. That's why we're here. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here today.
We need to talk about
okay, let's talk about this for a second.
What is wrong with you and your ass? You just think about ass all the time.
No, I don't think about ass all the time, but I'm glad we're having this intervention today.
Yeah, please.
You guys are concerned about me.
Yeah, deeply.
Deeply concerned, and you guys wanted to have me on here to talk about why I have a hound dog nose, right? Why do I have a hound dog nose? Why do I need to smell it? Okay? Like I always say, sometimes I don't even want to touch it. Just let me see it, you know? And I had to dive deep into my childhood and figure out where this started. Now, I told y'all a long time ago, I made a joke about finding an old Penthouse magazine. I can't remember what it was. Mm-hmm. But when I looked at that magazine when I was younger, I didn't realize that that's the type of interactions men and women have, right?
Yeah.
If I had a son, I'd tell him from an early age, listen, don't fool with him.
Yeah.
Right? Because once she puts that dip on your chip, okay? Once she puts that French onion on you're done. Am I lying?
I'm not talking. I can't talk about this right now.
Am I lying?
I guess you're not.
You know I'm not lying. Okay?
I would talk to Max about this later on in life.
Yeah, you talking. Make sure Max knows.
Yeah,
okay.
Later on in life,
Weston knows what I'm talking about. Listen, I got to include him too. Once she puts that dip on your chip, you will not be the same. And I'm really starting to dive back into it because you want to know. Weston wants to know.
Yeah.
I joke about it, right? I can
think about it constantly.
I don't think I think about it constantly, but I do have kind of like this mindset. When I go in the grocery store and some girl's bagging up some fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, you have like the ass radar going on.
And I can ping it. Listen, I'm pinging. I don't even have to see her. I can see her neck and head. And I know automatically what that thing looks like.
Off the look.
If she's got her hair up and it's swooped up, that thing fat. I already know. I come around the counter. Fat. You know what I'm saying? And one time I made a mistake. I actually spoke out loud what I was thinking. So I'm in the aisle with this girl and she was in the freezer section or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she grabbed a bag of fries, but they were frozen. I guess they got stuck. And she was pulling the bag of fries. And when she was pulling the bag, that thing was womp, womp, womp. So I leaned back and I said, damn, that thing moving. She looks out of the freezer. She was like, I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She was like, it's fat. She should have never said that.
Yeah, she gave you the go.
Boy, why are you going to confirm that it's fat? You never hear somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's fat? How do you know? Right? Mm-hmm. Are you looking at that thing? Because I was.
You know they do.
I am. Right?
Yeah.
Now, you green lighted me. Right?
Yeah.
So, of course, I start talking. Right? What do you think I said?
I can't imagine what you said. Can't even give it a thought.
You can't even give it a thought?
No.
I said it's fat, but can you throw it back? Because God, he said, God, just because it's fat don't mean you know what to do with that thing, right? True. Now, she had no business being in the freezer section with daggone sweatpants on and no drawers.
How you gonna tell somebody how to go grocery shopping?
I'll tell you how to go grocery shopping. And yeah, many of y'all probably wondered how I knew she didn't have drawers on. I know. I can look at it and know if it's got draw on it. Now, sometimes I prefer it to have it on there. Sometimes I don't. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women that prefer to go around with no drawers.
Yeah, they like to air it out.
Or they wear, I know women, I know y'all got to put just pure cotton on that thing, okay? We don't want no problems. I know y'all got to put 100% cotton on that thing, okay? Now, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all hit me up in the D, I'll tell y'all, okay? Listen, I'm telling you what I know. Mm-hmm. We're here today because I've been making efforts to clean my life up, right?
That's good.
It's been going too long. I've been, infatuated with how it looks. When it pokes out the back a little bit, it looks like you could just flick it, my mind, right? Not only have I been praying more, some of the things that I've been doing, and this is called Steak and Sauce Family. This is called the ALA intervention, Ass Lovers Anonymous. That's why we're here. If you know anybody that also struggles with this, please reach out to us. We can get them help. We can also get them on here, right?
Yeah.
We can get them the help they need. One of the things I've been doing is I've been going through my algorithm. I've been cleaning it up. Now, mind you, Tonio, we have been sharing, oh God. Oops. Not we.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. How about them Cowboys? Not we've been sharing, but I have accumulated a lot of pages that I have followed that may or may not include some glutes. Okay? I am recently a fan of breast. I used to not be. I didn't care she had bee stings on her chest, right?
They're not.
They're not that important. They really don't do that much for me until recently.
What happened?
We will get into that later because I'm slightly ashamed of this new fetish that I have.
All right.
Okay? And let me just breathe about it. I used to not get excited over tits, but it's something about when not necessarily touching them, but when they just pull them out the shirt and just have them out.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Nice. It's just nice, you know? I have a newfound respect. Ladies, thank y'all for your titties. I have a newfound respect for y'all and y'all's titties.
That's a bumper sticker.
Yeah. Ladies, thank you
Copyrights.
for your titties. We already got it. Y'all can't steal it. We already got it, okay? So, I was pretty much a lower half man, right?
Yeah.
Thighs, some of that back.
Gotta love that back.
You gotta love that crack. You know what I'm saying? When somebody says, hey, he's a crackhead, that's what they mean.
Yeah.
I'm a crackhead. Okay? When's my next hit? Gotta have it, right? Now, mind you, it don't look like I'm using nothing because I ain't. But that crack
Yeah, it's good.
make you rub your gums.
Oh my God.
Right, Weston?
I'm not commenting on that.
I'm not commenting on that. So, what I've been doing, I've been going through all of my social media. Any page that pops up that doesn't have something to do with something motivational, spiritual, sports, cars, I've been deleting it. I've been doing this, and I've accumulated 5 years of filth in my algorithm.
Damn.
And y'all know Instagram, Weston, you can attest to this. Instagram's getting progressively worse with what they allow to see. Instagram didn't used to be able. These girls now.
Yeah, every one of them is on there.
What are they
OnlyFans
doing?
and shit,
Yes.
just shaking ass, showing cooch, all that.
All that. OnlyFans.
Just to make $1.
Just to make $1. They should call it Only Funk. These girls now are putting a phone underneath them on the floor.
They don't want to work.
Okay? They are sitting on a see-through seat. And they're like, what? What do you mean? What am I doing? You have to figure out what they're doing and look at the phone on the floor that shows the reflection. And they sing lead on church on Sundays in the choir. You know what I'm saying? Your parents paid for college for you to do this? You know? This is crazy, okay?
It's sad.
It's sad. So I do not contribute to OnlyFans. I have not paid for nothing, and I won't pay. Right?
That's a good man, right?
It's a good man. I'm not gonna support it.
Yeah. Why would you pay for it when you can get it for free?
I'm gonna get it for free. Exactly. The same video she just put out. She said exclusive. Give it a week. Give it 1 week. It'll be leaked. I promise you. Holler at me if you want to know more about that. Algorithm, getting it cleaned up. Now, y'all saw my Snapchat. I did 3 scrolls. We didn't come up with anything. The actual thing that came up was not a page that I follow. Okay? So, like I said, there are going to be some things that come up on my phone that the algorithm's just boosting, but not that I follow that page. So I want to do it live right now.
It only shows you things that it thinks you want to see.
That it thinks you want to see, right? Let's see what it thinks I want to see today, Steak and Sauce family. We're going to roll live. Oh, God. Let me get rid of that. Okay.
Are you on Snap or Instagram?
I'm on Instagram.
All right.
Okay. Now, can we see that? Not really. We'll do 3. I'll do 3 scrolls. Okay. Tony, I'll hold it and you just scroll 3 times. Is that a roll? Anything bad?
Nothing bad.
All right. Another one. Anything?
Nope.
Yes. One more.
Mainly commercials and a shirt.
Okay. Hey, give it up for Derek. There was a time in my life I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay. Usually when I open it up, first thing, it's something just,
Yeah.
So me cleaning up my algorithm is the first part of me trying to do better, right?
First step.
The first step to admitting you have a problem is what?
Admitting it.
Admitting you have a problem, right? Yep. ALA, that's why we're here, right? So cleaning up the algorithm, right? I've been liking mostly motivational, spiritual accounts. I'm doing the best I can to clean it up. Mm-hmm. But like Weston said, some of the things that are happening is it knows that I like to see that thing move.
Yeah.
So it's throwing these up. And it's not just one nationality for people that think that I only like one thing. All right? I like it all. From the window to the wall.
Everybody should like it all. Like,
is there a difference?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Well, it's probably a difference in how they do things, but
yeah. It's
all ass and titties.
Because Neapolitan, that's a swirl.
Yeah.
Right? And them individual flavors, they all taste different. Yeah. But when you combine them, oh boy.
Yeah.
Right? So, not getting you in trouble, right? What do you think is my biggest problem?
What's Derek's biggest problem?
How can I do better about my phone, my algorithm?
Well, obviously you're working on it. I think it's your mindset.
What is my mindset?
Wild. What the hell you mean?
My mindset is wild?
Yes.
I have a wild mind?
Yeah. You could just think about anything. That's why I'm afraid to come on here, because I never know what you're going to say. So I'm over here stuck. Like,
So you're telling me that y'all's minds don't work like mine?
It does, but you're more out there.
Okay, I'm more vocal about it.
Yeah.
So
I'm private, so
y'all have the same. Weston has the same thoughts that I have. He just doesn't share it.
Yeah,
probably.
I could say that.
Okay, that's
I think
fair.
we're similar, but I just
right. You're not gonna right. I'm
not like you. I can't just go out there and say that. Yeah. Now, when we're private, everything goes, boy.
Private prayer, girl. You need a healing? So that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
It makes me feel that I'm not just out here floating on a galaxy some far away. I think that me vocalizing my thoughts helps me be creative.
Yeah, it does.
Because it helps me figure out something, maybe a skit, maybe something we're going to talk about on here. And I have the type of mindset. Shout out to my sister. She said, Derek, I know you're always okay because wherever you're at, even if you're by yourself, you're laughing.
Yeah.
I'm literally by myself in my house crying, laughing about some shit that never happened.
Yeah.
Just because I thought about it. But I also do very, very I wouldn't say weird, but like at one point in my life, if I saw something fat on my phone, I would grab my phone and go, yeah. And I'm talking to my phone by myself.
Well, the other night I was watching The Little Mermaid and something happened, and I thought about you.
Okay, can we get into that?
Yeah, go ahead.
What happened?
I can't go in the movie because it ain't out yet. Well, it just came out.
Can you paraphrase what happened?
Well, she started touching on the man, and she got all hot and heavy.
Who started touching on the man?
What's her name?
Ariel?
Yeah, Ariel. She started touching on the man
from the ship.
Yeah, the ship crashed, and she started singing and rubbing on him, and then she went back in the sea.
Disney.
This is a kid's movie. Isn't it?
Yeah. She got back in the sea and she was singing, and you could tell she was hot and heavy. And she busted one in the water.
Oh my God.
And I thought about you.
You thought about me?
Yeah, I was like, he's going to have a joke about it.
Oh, wait till I see it. You wait till I see it. Them waves hit that thing.
Yeah.
And the water bust up behind her back.
Yep.
They said that some of these organizations put little innuendos in secret, in the movies and stuff. So I'm wondering, now my whole thing is, why is it that when Ariel had red hair, she wasn't doing all that? Now she's black and she's in the water bussing. Anybody else thought about that? That's what I got from what you said. When she had red hair, she listened to her father a little bit, right? Yeah. She went to what they call him, what her dad call him.
Oh no!
You stay away from the whatever. But she had a comb, she had artifacts and stuff, right? And I think the crab is still Jamaican.
Yeah. Yeah, he was Jamaican.
He's Jamaican, right? Yeah.
The island is actually in Jamaica, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
Right? So My favorite part of the original Little Mermaid is when he's singing a song. You know you love her, and you really know you do. What do them storks, cranes, whatever type of bird that is, when he leans over, that's a black guy singing that.
Yeah.
That's a black. He goes, "It's one way to ask her." He sticks his tongue out at her. Yes, he does. That bird stuck his tongue out at Ariel on the original movie. Can we pull that up?
If I can find it.
All right, hang on. I'll help you. If we can Google "Kiss the Girl," that's the name of the song.
All right.
It will pull up the video.
Yeah, they have some of the original songs in the movie, and some of them I didn't know.
And they were going, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. I'm telling you, okay? I seen this shit. Now, when we pull this up, I'm telling you, watch how this bird.
I don't even have to. It just shows it.
Yeah, look. Can we watch the video?
No, it's Disney. We can't.
We can't watch. Okay, we can't watch. Even if we pull it up on YouTube, we can't watch it, right?
Yeah, like
Okay.
this is even pushing it.
Gotcha. Okay, so that bird, look at his. I'm telling you,
Well, he's drunk.
he's clearly drunk. He's losing feathers and everything. Y'all at home, Steak and Sauce family, put this movie on when Ariel has legs and they're rowing through that little trees and stuff. Sebastian strikes up the band. Watch how that drunk bird leans into Ariel and sticks his tongue out and goes, "Ask her."
I had a question. What
Yeah.
do you think that thing smells like? She's been in the ocean all her life.
Oh, in salt water? That thing's cured like country ham. Ariel's been in salt water all her life. I tell you one thing, that thing's tighter than two rednecks on the back of a four-wheeler. I tell you that. Now, I don't know if I should say that because I don't know the concept of how we might have to bleep that out. But to me, she was an adult. The man she was with was an adult.
Yeah.
I pray. Right? But I don't know why now we have a black mermaid and she's twerking in the water.
She's not twerking. She was singing a song.
Singing a song.
She got hot and heavy, though.
She did get hot and went in the ocean and cooled it off. Don't put no water on that thing. I like it hot. That's why I'm here. Speaking of, let's get into something else. What do you think, and we'll talk about this a little bit later, and Weston, you can chime in too.
Okay.
Why do you think men are driven crazy from the smell of it? The pheromone.
Because it's in your DNA.
It's embedded, right?
Yeah.
Biological.
Right? I'm just like, that's how animals do in nature.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
You know? So I don't know why we just can't crawl around on all fours. It's in us, right? So why do I get deemed as being nasty? Because I want to take a pair of panties and put them in a Ziploc bag and let them cure for a couple days.
So your granny can find
Granny said, "You're supposed to put your dirty laundry downstairs." I said, "Granny, you didn't open up that bag, did you?" I had that one sitting for a week. You know, if you marinate something, you got to leave it in the container. You can't just open that up.
He would get off work and go home and smell it.
I'd get home, open up that Ziploc bag. Damn, girl.
Didn't you say you kicked it underneath the bed? So
Listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah,
Let me
go
tell you
ahead.
something about me. Let me tell you something about me. If you come over to my house and we wind up engaging in some adult activity and you forget to grab your drawers, as soon as I see them, I'm putting my foot on them and I'm sliding them up under my bed. And you're going to ask me, he's crying, you're going to ask me, where's my drawers? So shit, I ain't seen them. I'm going to help you look for them. And I know exactly where they're at. They're under my bed. I'm going to then take them and I'm going to get me a nice sealed bag and I'm putting them down in there. And I'm going to let it sit for a few days.
How many do you have in your collection?
Enough to sell, enough to have a running business, right? And I wouldn't have to sprinkle nothing on them to make them smell like that. This is natural. You know what I'm saying? This is that sweat that comes from the meat to the creek, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, when they get off work, we talked about this before. First thing they want to do is run to the shower. if you don't get your little dumb ass over here, okay, thinking you all smart because you type all day, you don't get over here. Now, this is why I'm here. Do you see this? This is why I'm here, okay? Now, I think it's funny that Weston has his front page of his YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So what I'd like to do is compare Weston's YouTube page, his front page, to mine. All right. Let's look at that and see the type of differences that we look at. Okay. Now, this is Weston's. Okay. And we can go through some of these. I'll turn my head so y'all can still hear me good. We have a lady twerking in a doorway.
Where?
Right here. Okay.
She's unlocking the door.
That little chick down there, the gym, she's bad. I've been following her. Now, I don't know what's up with her. Weston's got some car stuff. He's got some computer stuff. You know, this is a Dodge Viper. This is pretty normal.
Yeah, I would see this on his.
Yeah, I can see this.
Well, obviously, he's on there.
You know, scroll back up to the top, Weston. We got some farm sims. Shout out to Preston. Preston couldn't be here today. Boy, the landowner, I think he's buying some more land today. But he couldn't be here today, but he's here with us in spirit. And Weston, how did you get introduced to farm sim?
I don't know. I played the one from 2017, I guess.
Now, what do the workers look like on this game?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
That's what I would say too. Because I can tell you right now, somebody's working these fields, right?
Do they speak a different language? Oh my God.
We got to bleep that out. We're going to get that out of there. I love it. We got to get that out of there. All right. Now, as y'all can see, Steak and Sauce family, Weston's homepage, his algorithm has placed several videos that he may or may not watch or have watched on his page, right? And we got history. We got some breakdowns and stuff like that. Now, take this in for a second. Intel, cars. Let's pull mine up.
It's understated.
Now, we got some guns. We got some Riz stuff. Why are you so handsome? We got a DJ. Rod Wave, one of my favorite artists. We got some comedy stuff that I'll look at constantly. Let's scroll down a little bit.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. We got some girls dancing, basketball. I don't know how this stuff got on here because I've been trying to clean this stuff up.
Well, somebody's choking shorty. She likes that.
She's getting choked?
Yeah.
Oh.
It says which one of these girls you would like.
I don't know where that came from because I don't even look at stuff like that.
You talk about choking all the time.
Choking people out like in the parking lot, but not like.
You said a few episodes ago, you said you choke her and scream in her face.
Apply a little pressure, you dirty. Oops. Sorry. Got in the character. That's all it is, Steak and Sauce family. I'm just playing a role.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Who do you want me to be today? Daddy? Diddy? The guy that fixes the HVAC?
Don't call people daddy. That's weird. I will cut you off. I have cut people off. For calling me daddy.
Let's talk about it. Somebody called you daddy. It disgusted you.
Yeah.
And you were done.
Yeah, I'm done with you. Like, why are you calling me daddy? Like, had me thinking about your dad. Like, did he touch you? What the fuck? I don't know about that. What the hell's going on?
I don't think
you have issues.
I don't think they mean it
no,
like
they
that.
Have
I
issues.
think they mean like daddy.
90%
like, you know
of them got father issues. Yeah, you know it, dude. And that's why I'm trying to be in my daughter's life.
You have to be. Because she's going to grow up out here punching dudes in the mouth. She's going to think that I'm telling you, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. It is very important for dads to be there, especially with little girls. 100%, right? My mom had the best example, in my opinion. Everybody thinks, highly of their family, but they had the best example of a man in their life, right?
Yeah.
And because of that, they have certain things that they have experienced, but certain things stick with them.
Yeah.
They know when they meet a man, if he's acting like this or he's doing that, a little strange, right? Yeah. My pops wouldn't do that, right? So I can see where you get that whole daddy thing from, you know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily say it's not a requirement. I haven't like, hey, you gonna call me, you know what I'm saying? No.
You don't mind it? What's the dirtiest name you've been called?
The dirtiest name I've been called?
Yeah.
One time I was given some good meat out and it was very demeaning, but it kind of turned me on. We might have to bleep this out, but she was like, beat this pussy, you fat fuck.
Oh my God.
Now, when you call somebody a fat fuck, you mean that.
Yeah, that gave you motivation.
It gave me motivation. Yeah, I'm fat and you in here getting your boyfriend's skinny. So why you in here? Okay. Now, I don't want y'all thinking I'm just messing with everybody's girlfriend. Okay. That's not true.
Yeah.
But when she said that, we'll put a little bleep over the second word. But it motivated me because I know she was trying to be dirty. So I fish hooked her right after that. Like I was catching a bass. Right? And y'all are wondering, Derek, what is wrong with you? Why do you do these type of things? Some of y'all do dirty stuff. Some of y'all don't bathe and lay up and lick on each other. To me, that's dirtier than anything I could say.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting.
Some of y'all's hygiene ain't even at the level for the stuff that y'all do to each other. That's what I'm worried about.
And the room's all funky.
Room's funky. Y'all got 8 dogs in the bed. There's hair everywhere. He ain't washed his meat. He's got Peter cheese all over the place. I heard that term one time.
What is it?
Peter cheese. You ever heard of that?
No.
It's when you don't wash your winky good.
I like seeing it after. It's all crispy and ashy. I got the job done, baby.
I don't necessarily say like it ashy, but I would say after the 4th or 5th stroke and you look down and you got that painted line like a parking lot on yours, girl, that shit drives me nuts.
The cream.
The cream. When I go through Starbucks, yes, put it on top. Would you like whipped cream? Would you? Yes. Put it on there. What does that do for you as a man?
What does what do for me?
That cream.
It does a lot.
What does it do?
What do you mean what does it do? I can't say much. You already know what it does. Just be stroking harder.
And you turn into a different animal.
Yeah.
Because
the inner beast.
The inner beast.
That's what they like.
Right? Weston, what does it do for you? Look at Weston. He's like, so, what is it about us when we see that just drives you just crazy?
Because you know you're doing the job right.
Right. That thing's talking.
Yeah.
You knew you shouldn't have came over here. You knew it, right? Now. Oh, gosh.
I thought this was supposed to be helping you.
Yeah, it's not helping. Yeah, it's not helping.
I think this is my
because I'm at about 75 right now just talking about it under the table. I'm a good 72 right now. You know what I'm saying? Just the thought of a little cream, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to tell you, I have a whole section at the end of this that we're going to get into. Y'all are just going to hilarious. I like it when they take, and I'm talking about what I like, and we're supposed to be talking about what's going to help me. I like it when they just grab the draws, and people watch this going to be like, God, dog.
Yeah.
When they grab the draws from the bottom and pull them over for you.
To the side, yeah.
And to the side, and they already got a little dollop of whipped cream down in. That means she's excited to be in your presence. Mm-hmm. You've already got this.
It's been sitting there for a while.
She's been sitting there. She's already thought about you in that thing.
Yeah.
You know? Thank you.
She's just ready for you to punch it in.
Punch. I like that word. Dig.
Yeah.
Punch.
Well, I got to ease it in.
Yeah. You? Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Everybody needs to ease it in. Everybody needs to ease it in.
I don't ease it. I rub it. You know what I'm saying? I rub it in. You know what I'm saying? Glide it in, you know? And when they let out that first.
I like the eye contact.
Yeah. Look at me.
Yeah.
Why? Why are we like this?
I don't know, dude.
Will it ever change?
No.
Steak and Sauce family, will this ever change?
Not for you. I don't believe so.
Till I'm old?
Yeah. Till you're long and gone.
Long and gone, baby.
You first are going to be thinking about it.
I can't think about this in heaven. It won't be allowed. I think the Bible says we won't even know. We won't have the mindset.
supposedly,
that we have now. You know, we won't even be able to. Goodness gracious, this is the 3rd week in a row. Steak and Sauce family, put that burger down. Goodness gracious.
No, you got it last week.
Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you can be included on all the new content and all the great episodes that we're going to continuously drop. Thank y'all. Goodness gracious.
This is a new record.
This is a
we're at 40 minutes.
golly, I need to tighten up. Okay. Wow. Got to tighten up. 40 minutes before I said put that burger down?
It's give or take.
Give or take. We can drop it I'll say it again, and we can just drop it in the beginning, I guess. But Weston has been able to do some research, not just a part of his, I would say his field of study, but some of the stuff that interests Weston because he wants to make a change one day in the world, right?
Yeah.
And that's what he wants to do. So in talking about augmented reality, what does that mean to you guys when you hear augmented reality?
The future.
The future. I always make jokes about virtual reality when I found out that you could connect some of these headsets to some websites.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when I watched the movie Ready Player One, one of my favorite movies ever, when I watched that show Gamer, is that what it's called, with Gerard Butler? There was a 400-pound guy in a basement with a crazy computer setup who was playing a real person. His voice, whatever he wanted that person to do, he did it at his house. The real person did it in real life, but he was controlling a woman, right? He was acting out his fantasies, controlling another person. My fear is that this will get out of hand and people will corrupt it or use it the wrong way. One of my favorite movies, and I'll open this floor up to Weston in a second. One of my favorite movies is Demolition Man. And I know a lot of y'all seen this movie, right? Yeah. In that movie, Simon Phoenix, played by Wesley Snipes, is a criminal. He's killed people. This is set in the future. They cryogenically froze Sylvester Stallone a long time ago. They unfroze him to bring him back to catch Simon Phoenix because he's the only one that can. Yeah. Old school cop. Him and Sandra Bullock start working together on police force. Sandra Bullock.
Her younger days. Damn.
Her younger days, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I'd get bit by 3 Dobermans just to lick her butthole back in the day. You know, I'd let 3 Dobermans bite the shit out of me to lick her ass.
Jesus.
I said, Jesus. Wasn't she bad, though?
Yeah, she was cute as hell.
Sandra Bullock back in the day, I don't know about now with that birdcage shit. I don't know about that shit. But back in the day, girl, holla at me. So when they connected in that apartment and she made him put that virtual reality headset on and it was flashing, he said, whoa, what is this? She said, this is how we do it now. He said, no, I need that funk because he remembers that cream. So I'm telling you right now, augmented reality, I don't want it. If I can't smell it and I can't tell it, I'm not doing it. Yeah. I don't want to put a headset on and you sit across from me and we're sitting here yelling and foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, that's
pointless. That is dumb. And I feel like that's what all this can lead to. Now, y'all are sitting here saying Derek is diluting virtual reality only to sex. I'm not. That's one facet.
You kind of are. Like, if you really think about it, you kind of are.
Yeah, that's one facet of this. But I'm also scared of it because what if these microphones just started whipping around at crazy speeds and just beating the hell out of us and things take life, right? So, Weston, augmented reality.
Yeah.
All right. How will this affect the world?
Well, it's hard to say, but it's going to replace a lot of things. It's going to replace your phone. It's going to replace your TVs. It's going to replace how you interact with the world.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's a pretty big deal.
Phone's gone.
Yep.
Now, that may be beneficial.
People are going to lose their minds.
Yes. But in the sense that the device is gone, I think Weston's saying that you'll pretty much be in your phone. Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Kind of. Like you're like in your phone now. Instead of looking at it, I'm within this device. I'm within my TV, right? And these people are just going to be like, and I made a joke about if this becomes something that's tangible, these people are going to get these daggone things that they walk on like a treadmill, and they're going to be just doing that. The only time they're going to take a break is to eat. I think people are going to work from these things. People are going to travel this way. I feel like it would help out a lot, but I also think Weston thinks that it will increase the human interaction. I feel it would decrease. Weston, can you explain why you feel like it would increase?
Well, it's going to change the way that we interact with the world, and you're not going to be buried in a device. You're going to be seeing everything.
Okay.
I guess, because like right now people are like always have their, you hear the term noses in their phones. Mm-hmm. They're looking down, they're not looking up.
Yeah. But
if we're using augmented reality, it's just projecting holograms onto surfaces. So people are actually going to be like, well, yeah. That is what augmented reality is.
Can you say that again?
Well, it's not projecting, but it's like it puts objects on surfaces.
It puts objects on surfaces.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be nothing but a bunch of dents in mattresses and walls. Y'all heard it first.
Couches.
I ain't never humped a couch in my life. I don't care what he said.
Right.
It projects images onto surfaces.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to work on an engine, we can upload a Chevy 350 and I'm working on it right here. Learning.
Yeah.
That's pretty much,
yeah.
From a school standpoint,
yeah,
I could see that, right? Resources, funding. Imagine if every student had their own engine to work on, right? And at the end of the project, we crank it to see if the engine will, you know what I'm saying? Just like auto shop, but I'm doing this at home now, right? Now, the students where they don't have an automotive program in the school, or they don't have,
well, I think what you're thinking of is like a quantum computer, not augmented reality.
Okay. Am I mixing the two? Okay.
You're talking about like simulating something.
Okay.
You're combining the both, which is probably like maybe 50 to 100 years from now. But I mean,
we won't see it.
We probably won't.
Yeah. But now, with this reality, there are certain things that you said that it will benefit, right? The reason we're getting this information, can you give us like a backstory onto if you know the organization? I was talking about Apple because they just put something on the news about the headset that they're producing.
Yeah.
Is this coming from a different source? What you're talking about?
No, I don't. Wait, what do you mean? What am I talking about?
So,
like what I know about augmented
what you
reality?
know about it. So you said it'll be released very soon.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's Apple. Yeah.
That's Apple. Okay, so we're on the same page with that.
Yeah.
The research I did showed that the Apple, the company, was kind of spearheading this operation, right, and releasing their prototype.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Microsoft did something a few years ago, but it never became commercialized for consumers. It was called the HoloLens. I think that was like 2018, I think.
The HoloLens.
Yeah, it was it debuted during like some kind of like Xbox Expo. And I think it was supposed to be like a better rival to the PlayStation VR headset. And they advertised you being able to, the only thing I can remember from that is like being able to play Minecraft on like a tabletop, like on a physical table.
Wow.
Yeah.
Minecraft's pretty extensive anyway.
Well, they own the rights to that, which is why they used it as an example.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, can you dive a little bit more into how you think this can benefit our world?
Yeah. I'm actually looking at the videos now. I didn't realize they were so old. It makes me feel old because I remember when these came out. There was a Corning came out with these videos a long time ago that my dad showed me called A Day Made of Glass.
Okay.
And it's kind of, their idea was different, but it's still kind of like augmented reality. They were ahead of their time, but they didn't know how they were going to do it. And
okay.
So they were thinking that glass was going to become like interactive objects, and things were going to show up, like displays were going to show up on like just pieces of glass.
Right.
And It's probably not going to do that. It's probably going to be more like augmented reality. I think is the direction we're going because we already have augmented reality tech like in our phones. Yeah. No, I'm being serious.
No,
like,
I'm sorry. I thought about a video I saw. Yeah, I'll get into that in a second.
But yeah. So, but Apple, I would say, probably is going to spearhead it.
Okay.
Because history usually repeats itself. And if you think back to 2008 when the iPhone came out,
yes, it changed everything.
Yeah, it changed everything. We were using BlackBerries, and Apple, they have their flaws, but if there's one thing that they're really good at is making sure that the consumer has a really good experience with everything,
right?
And that it's pretty polished when it comes out. Whereas like Microsoft, they'll push an update for like a Windows update, and it'll be like bugged and won't work and have a bunch of flaws and things like that, which is maybe why Microsoft couldn't get their augmented reality headset off the ground.
Makes sense. Because I feel like by the time that Apple's producing the update, they've already ran all these trials and tests.
Yeah.
And your shit will lag until you update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have a control on it.
Not only your battery too.
Yeah. Not only are this compatible with this, but you don't update to 16 whatever we're on.
Yeah.
16 whatever. Hey.
But
good luck.
I think the way that Apple's is going to work is you kind of already see it now. I don't know if you guys have Apple CarPlay in your cars.
Yes.
But where you plug your phone in, and your phone is the operating system for your head unit in your car now.
Yes.
Instead of the head unit itself being Apple CarPlay. So I think the headset's going to work similar to that, where you're still going to need your phone, but Apple CarPlay is wireless now. So I'm thinking that you're going to have an augmented reality headset with a LiDAR sensor on it and maybe a camera that you saw in like the Snapchat glasses like a long time ago.
Right.
And it'll be connected to your phone, and your phone's going to power it. Because right now the problem that they have with computers is they can't make them smaller because of a idea in quantum physics where the transistors in a computer start having issues with quantum tunneling. That's where your electrons pass through objects. So they can't make...
My electrons pass through a lot of objects.
See?
Jesus.
Wild.
Didn't help.
Get help. I'm sorry. Keep going.
But yeah, so I think your phone's going to power it for a while until we can get past that barrier.
Right. Now, Weston dabbles into high levels of mathematics, quantum physics,
Well, I don't know.
all types of stuff, right?
Yeah, I was like,
yeah. And I reduced his incredibly intelligent sentence to my electrons pass through. I just, and why does that make me happy? I don't know, but it did. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. But just thinking about that, there are things that are changing, and a lot of people don't know about it, right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about this computer. Where you can type in anything to it and it spits it out.
Oh, the Chat GPT.
Chat GPT.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you can type in, write me a 15-page paper on the Harlem Renaissance. Pow. Right?
Yeah.
Instant. And it's all correct.
Yeah.
I
used it to proof papers in college. I would write papers and I'd use it to proofread it.
Proofread it, yeah,
Damn.
because you can check it, reference it. I got my dates right. I got everything right. I mean, literally anything that you can think of, right? What's a question that somebody that I've always thought of, like, how are the pyramids built? Now, maybe that's not fact, but it's going to give you the most accurate.
What we believe to be true.
What we believe to be true. And there's something, and I'm guaranteed if you read that, you can do your own research after, reading that. So like, I think it's just so cool. I make jokes about what we can do with this augmented reality because I've seen so many movies that touch on this, right? Yeah. It's kind of like them telling us about it without telling us. When we talked about the other day about who's leading that company, the guy, the billionaire who's going into space.
There's a couple of them.
They cleared it for him to go, I guess.
Jeff Bezos. You're talking about Bezos?
Bezos,
origin, with putting the man back on the moon?
Yeah. Now, I told him, he said he putting the man back on the moon. I said, all they're doing is getting that Hollywood studio set back up. Right? And they're going to sit him in a chair, and he's going to be frapping, acting like he's, Anyway, I guarantee you when this happens, we could put our shoulder in one of the doors at Hollywood, and all of them be like, close that door. Right? Because that's where it's happening. Right? He ain't going no damn where. You know, if you could go to the moon, would you go?
No.
There's too many variables for some shit to happen. And when you leave the ground, your ass ain't gonna be found. Okay, that's what I say.
Because how long does it take you to go up there? Like 6 to 7 months?
Ooh,
to get to the moon?
Yeah,
and land on it? Was it like?
I thought it was 6 to 7 months.
Might be.
It might have been for the Apollo mission, but now it's probably more like 4 to 5. I would think
4 to 5 months.
I take a guess because those rockets now that they're sending up with SpaceX are like super quick and they're really efficient.
Propulsion and all that. I mean, it's crazy. I was watching that movie the other day with the black women, the famous.
Oh yeah.
Love that movie.
Where they're like the mathematicians for
NASA.
Yeah.
Like I love that movie. Just, I mean, to think that somebody has that type of mindset. I feel like all of us are born with certain gifts, and our mindsets. We're tapping into a very small percentage of its full capability. Yeah. Right. Imagine if we could, dive into it.
Well, that's what Elon's working on with the neural chip that goes in the back of your head.
Boy, you know more about that?
I know a little bit about it. It's not. It's like it's an idea. It's not really a thing.
Next, we're gonna be fighting Agent Smith in the Matrix. They're chipping people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, if I could unlock, what do you think I would do if I could fully unlock my brain?
Well, we only use 10% of it, right?
Right. What does 100% of my brain look like? God.
I don't know if we'd actually be able to handle it.
No, yeah,
I think we'd be too overwhelmed with our senses.
Right. I'd literally put my shirt on
it. That's the first thing you think about.
Brush my nipple up against something. I wouldn't be able to go anywhere.
No, you'd be stuck in the house.
I'd be stuck in the house. I wouldn't be able to do nothing.
Just busting nuts
all day. I'd be the most weak version of myself, right? Yeah. That is a life force. We need it, right? And if I could unlock 100% of my brain, I might be able to see through clothes, right? See through walls, see into the future. I don't know. I would definitely use it for the good, right? Trying to figure stuff out. I have so many questions that I can't necessarily figure out. So if I could access 100% of my brain, I'm like, hey, Derek, how would I do this content? How am I going to do that? How will we make it look? I would like that movie. What's it called? Limitless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Something like that. I've seen them advertise this pill online that you can take, and it's like brain food and stuff. I'm like, bruh, nah. I don't think if you can afford it, it ain't real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody would have it.
Everybody would have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm telling you. The thing that scares me, like I said, about this augmented reality is I feel like it's going to continue to give them more insight into our privacy, right?
Yeah, it probably will.
Right. Yeah. Taking away the device, right? And actually having you connect to it's got to have a server, right? Connecting to the server, projecting.
I think it's just gonna work like your computer.
Okay.
Like how you put like programs on your computer.
Right.
I think it's gonna work like that.
Like check my search history.
I think the server part's where you're interacting with the apps.
Okay. Do you think I have something bad on my phone right now?
Pulled up in
my. Ooh.
Most likely.
You want me to flash it just for you?
I guess.
Oh, dude, you can see it on the camera. F the mark.
Did you see that?
You saw all of it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. We got to mark that out.
You can put a sign right there.
Yeah, we'll put it up. He said, dude. Listen, I'm trying to do better. The only people get a laugh out of this because I'm being honest. Mm-hmm. A lot of y'all are not going to be honest with yourselves and be truthful. Okay. I don't mind it because I feel like, why not tell people, right? Yeah. I ain't got nothing to hide. You tell me, hey, Derek, what do you like? I'm going to tell you. Your girl knows. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. So that's not true. Right. Was there a part on my YouTube homepage, Weston, where there was a history button that was there?
I was about to ask if we can look at your history.
There is, but out of respect for your privacy, since we're talking about privacy,
right?
I decided not to click on it.
You decided not to click on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to ask.
Could I give you permission to click on it?
I mean, if you want everyone to see, yeah.
Let's roll it.
Hey, hold on.
Does it tell you the time and date?
Are you dying to see
Yeah,
this?
3 a.m. in the morning.
Clappers.
Yeah, somebody's ass shaking. I wake up for work and I got 5 or 6 messages in. A bitch shaking her ass.
You're
like,
a liar.
fuck.
You are a liar.
Some red bone shaking her ass.
Liar.
He's at work.
He's at work. It's 4:15 in the morning. Oh, God. This is jokes, by the way. Y'all don't see how much fun we're having. It's all a joke.
What's the Big Bang Challenge?
That's what I was about to say. That says TikTok Big Bang Challenge.
Cute face, small waist, and they turn around, they shake their ass.
Oh, that's my
God.
favorite. That is my favorite challenge of all time. Because I got a small waist, pretty face, and a big, when they jump and it says Big Bang and they get that little whomp, whomp, bro, that's unbelievable. Is that not, you know, is this my history?
This is your history.
Yeah.
Oh, God, scroll a little bit.
And they're all short videos. She's in a damn warehouse about to shake it.
This was me.
That was you?
This is me. This is not Derek.
Oh.
This is me finding stuff for the podcast.
Oh, okay.
This is you again.
Yeah.
Now, that gamer chick.
Yeah, you can tell. You look at
Oh, that ain't me.
Tuesday
shorts. That's what I looked at on Tuesday. That's a lie.
Go down.
Oh, wait, there's more. Wait, hold on.
Tuesday.
Well, this isn't crazy, though. I follow her.
Yeah, that's not
She's
crazy.
in fitness.
Yeah, she's in fitness. I mean,
Yeah,
she's in fitness.
doing squats.
No, she ain't doing no squats. I think she's funny because she's always talking shit.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she talks.
It's all she does.
With like Bradley Martin.
Bradley Martin, yeah, he's hilarious too.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. I mean,
That ain't bad.
ain't bad dogs and
Ain't too bad.
ain't too bad.
But go to that Big Bang video. Are you allowed to play it?
Maybe. Hold on.
Up a little bit, right there.
There it is.
Oh, I don't remember watching this. I did not. She didn't even dance. I don't remember watching this.
Mm-hmm.
She stinks anyway. Look at her.
Oh, God.
You can tell.
Look how you looking at her.
She-
You looking at, you know what you looking at. Look how you was looking
What
at
did
her.
I look? How did I look at her?
You was looking at them lips.
What lips? Those?
The second pair of lips.
I wasn't looking at that damn giraffe she's got.
Yeah, right.
That thing weighs 2 pounds.
Go back and look at the video. Your eyes are like,
Was I locked in?
yeah.
Oh, wolf? God, no.
Yeah, dog.
That thing's eating. What do you feed that thing? That's what I'd say.
Now it's on here twice.
Now it's on here twice. Click on that guy on the end, the far end.
This guy?
Yeah, this is hilarious. You do see him? He poured soda, trying to get it for a cup of ice.
What if he shit?
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. He got a cheeseburger meal and he was like, how much is it? The guy said $6. $6 damn dollars. He said, this is crazy. He goes, let me get a $30 scratch off.
Oh my God.
Right afterwards. So as we can see, my YouTube is very mild, right? Nothing bad. Mostly funny stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, Steak and Sauce family, I am working on this, okay? This is a daily thing, right? I realize I can go through a day. I don't need to see ass, right?
Oh, wait, what the? Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't need
Wait,
to.
wait, hold on. Time out. What the hell?
I think that I was kind of trained to do it because I'd built a bad algorithm, I'll admit.
All right.
I was trained to do it.
We're back.
We're back. We're back, baby. We didn't go anywhere, but we're back. Yes, I'm kind of trained because my algorithm has been a certain way for a long time.
Yeah.
That
So-
comment. And that has a red bar on it.
What the hell? That means I've watched a little bit of it? I ain't watched
a lot of it.
I ain't watched shit.
That's a 40-minute video.
I've never watched that. I have never watched that video.
That's
what
a
is
Dragon
this?
Ball Z thing.
Yeah, that's some that's some chiropractic.
You watched that.
I did not watch that. I have. What is they doing? I've never even seen that lady before. This is see, somebody else has watched this and it showed up on my thing. Right now, like I said, the goal is I don't need to wake up at 4:00 in the morning, get over on my phone, and see some of that whipped cream.
Yeah, you don't need to
Don't need it. I can go through and minimize all this stuff out of my algorithm because naturally, when you're in a relationship, right, you don't need, there's no need. When I'm in a relationship, I don't look at that other stuff.
Yeah.
I got real whipped cream in the house.
True.
In-house is different.
Very different.
Very different.
Yeah.
In-house is different, boy.
You better be putting it in.
Yeah, you better be. Late night. It's different at nighttime.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
So these are the steps that I'm actually taking because you guys were like, look, Derek, we're going to talk about this. Do you really joke about it to joke about it? Or is it something that excites you? Is it something? And then, but here's how you got to think about it. My level of freakiness isn't nowhere close to some of the crazy stuff you can see out here.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
So what?
But we're not like a fly in the bedroom. It's not like we can actually see what you're doing.
Yeah, because y'all would have a notepad out. If you could. Well, hang on, do that again. Now, these people that do this crazy stuff, what thresholds do they have?
What's your limits?
What did they find out that they like? I'm glad you asked me what my limits are, right? Now, I didn't necessarily write down my limits, but I wrote down some of my fetishes.
All right.
Okay? Yeah. Can we get into this? Is that okay? Weston, can we get into this?
It's your show.
How much time we got?
We're at an hour 8.
Okay, perfect. We're right on schedule, right? So these are some of the things that turn me on. Mm-hmm. And I'm not afraid to share it. And y'all shouldn't be either. Okay? If you like it, you like it. If it's legal. Okay? Now, number 1. Pretty feet. Right? Not just pretty feet, painted toes. Right?
I'm not a feet guy, so that don't do
a nice slender foot, painted toes. Does nothing for you?
No. So do you suck on toes?
I mean, I'm not opposed to
it.
Is
it yes or no? Have you sucked on toes?
Have I sucked on toes? Yes.
All right. Then you suck on toes.
While you're missionary, bend her foot back, put that big toe in your mouth, and she'll go, if she likes it. You've put worse things in your mouth.
Not no damn toes.
What's wrong with a toe?
Don't you
fungus, like you like women right after work, so their socks are funky as shit. Their socks are still in their crust and all that. Nah, I'm not putting no damn toe in my mouth.
Don't you have a bit about people not washing the bottom of their feet?
I said a pretty slender foot that's painted.
Thank you, sir.
Obviously, this is a manicured foot I'm talking about. Somebody takes care of their feet. I'm not putting Bigfoot's toe in my mouth.
All right.
And if your feet stink, I'm going to talk about you.
All right.
Right? Because you know how I am about that.
Yeah, I just asked the question.
Now, sweaty coochie or ass?
Is that a question? What I prefer? Oh, damn.
Does that do anything for you? A woman's natural scent, her natural pheromone. Little sweat on that thing.
After work, yeah.
I would say fuck on that skull. Now, what about it drives you?
Because I know she's been at work all day and it's been marinating. And I want it.
I want it. I want it now.
I want to taste it. So that's what drives me.
That one drives you.
Yeah.
That one drives. Okay. That one's a good one because, and I know I'm going to call on Weston, but I know he's praying that I don't say his name. But it drives you because I feel like at that point, your woman, right? And whatever about that, whatever it is that drives you, You know what I'm saying? One time I was sitting there watching TV, and this girl, I guess she had ran her finger through it one time, came up behind me and went like this up under my nose and ran down the hallway. I turned into an animal. I looked like a cheetah after a gazelle. Chased her down.
Yeah.
Right?
It's real good when it don't have no smell and it tastes like water.
Tastes like water because I'm thirsty. You got me in this desert. I'm thirsty. I like that water.
My God.
You ever seen a dog try to get ice out of a bowl? Huh? Have you? A lot of y'all don't know about that water because she ain't eating enough fruit.
Yeah.
She eats burgers every day. She's drinking Mountain Dew. So a lot of y'all don't know about that water because her stomach's full of red meat.
Yeah.
Okay?
When you get it, don't let it go.
Don't let it go. When you get it, you don't let it go. I don't care if you got to fight the whole room. I'll kick my family out over that water. I'm playing. But fruits and vegetables in her diet
helps a lot.
Helps a lot. Pineapple juice, certain things helps a lot. The amount of sleep she's getting. She's getting a gallon in a day. It'll turn that thing around, right? Now, I saw a video of a woman who squeezed her nipple and she produced a faint amount of breast milk. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If that happened to you, what would that do for you, if anything?
I'd probably throw up. Like, I don't like milk, first of all. Second of all, it's breast milk. Oh, it got to be disgusting. It got to.
I don't know, personally.
I have a funny joke after we get off.
Okay, we'll tell it after we get off here.
But it's hilarious.
Nothing about a big full breast that with nothing.
With breast milk?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
Oh, no.
Okay. Just asking. I'm not saying
what about you?
Huh?
What about you?
To be honest, when I saw...
Is that what changed your mind? Was that? Where you went from an ass guy to a boobs guy? Was that? Is that what?
That's a good question. That is a good question.
That is what that...
So breast milk changed you?
I saw a faint dribble go down the nipple onto the breast, and she had her fingers painted nice. You know those pointy fingernails?
Don't tell me.
What are they called?
I don't know what they're called.
But she did like that and lifted it up and got it on her finger.
Shut the fuck up. I would have slapped the shit out of her.
You would have smacked her?
I would have been done.
It made me literally want to run to Walmart and buy a bib and put it around my neck.
Oh, my God.
And lay across her lap.
That shit's probably sour as hell.
I don't know. I've never had, but something about that, it really just, I don't know, man. It did something for me. And everybody that's watching this, I hope you get to this point in the show, and I hope that you're judging me. I hope that you're like, why are they talking about this stuff? And then I want you to think about everything you've done in your life. All the secrets, all the bad stuff, all the cheating. When you stole money from your cousin. When you took that gum out of Walmart. I want you to think about all the stuff you've done and think about how the Lord's looking at you at night. Okay? Because I know y'all looking at me crazy right now. Problem is, that ain't your face. That's my damn face. Okay? Next.
He's next. You got a list?
Yes. Is that a damn shame?
Damn shame.
Damn shame.
What's the next one?
Humiliating hand jobs from an older woman.
What about it? Like, have I ever had one, or would it turn me on?
Would it turn you on? Older, not older.
I was about to say, how old?
MILF, cougar, had a couple kids, nice body.
I can't do anything, but I have a fantasy about being with an older woman. I just want to put it in her and just see her, see her face reaction.
Right, because you know she ain't had.
Yeah, she ain't had it.
Yeah. I told you, Janet. Does that do it for you? You want the face reaction?
Yeah, the face reaction when their eyes roll in the back of their head. Oh, God, that drives me crazy.
Drives you wild.
Yeah.
Just plumb wild.
Yeah.
What I mean, how's it make?
If I could just replay it back in my head, I'll do it all night.
Yeah, just to see that.
Yeah,
the thrill of it.
Because I got him.
You got him.
Yep.
She's done.
Yeah.
She's gonna be bringing a bag next week.
Yep.
Cooking,
doing everything.
For me, I don't know how many guys prefer a hand job or have had a good one, but when they're done right, it is the most. It's like an edging thing. They build you, they bring you down, build you, bring you down. So by the time she actually lets you go, you'll cry.
I don't want a hand job from a person because I feel like I have that special touch with myself. So
Let me tell you something.
Need your stroke. I already got it down.
You think that you got it down, but you can't talk to yourself the way she's going to talk to you. You can't kiss her.
I don't want nobody to talk to me.
You got to experience it. Oh my God. When she tells you that you ain't shit.
See, that wouldn't turn me on.
You don't deserve this.
That's gonna piss me off. Because bitch, I work every day, so I know my worth.
I know what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
All right. I
take care of house. I take care of my responsibilities.
You go to your house. It ain't just the fact they're talking to you; it's the sensuality of it. She bites your ear. You know what I'm saying? A little nipple play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Just try it. Have her sit Indian style behind you, right? You relax yourself, sit back. She reaches around you, right? I like it when they cup the mouth.
Oh my God. What the fuck are you talking about? Dude.
What do you mean, what am I talking about?
What do you want them to rob you? Like, you want them to sneak up behind you and jerk you off in the Indian style? What the fuck is going on? How you gonna get jerked off Indian style anyway? That's creepy as shit.
What do you mean? How you gonna get jerked? She's
sitting Indian style.
No, she's sitting behind you you're sitting in between her legs, right? You got your legs crossed over. She reaches around you. She lets you put your head back on her shoulder. You're relaxed. She's working it for you.
You ain't gonna be relaxed when somebody's putting their mouth over your hand. Their hand over your mouth, I mean. Sorry.
It adds something to it.
That's creepy, dude.
You ain't with it?
No, I'm not with that shit. No.
A light choke?
No, I'll deal with that.
Right.
Yeah, I can deal with somebody choking me, but they gotta be face to face. You ain't choking me from the back. That don't even feel right. Why are you behind me?
A light bite? A little bite?
Yeah, I can deal with a bite.
You can deal with a bite, Weston?
I like a bite hard.
Yeah, if you gonna bite me, bite me.
Yeah, I want
bitch.
Break the skin.
Yeah. Oh, show me your mama made a hoe, girl. Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
The last one, we talked about this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The thrill of that pressure inside that heat.
Oh, when they're about to bust?
Oh
yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That's when you shove it in deeper and you just hold it there. And when they're doing all that, yeah, boy. You got them.
And you just press and just leave it.
Yeah.
And after she gets that, whenever it's time for you, y'all already know my slogan. If you ain't got the other part figured out of your birth control, just know I'm leaving it in. Okay? I don't know. You need to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But it's something about, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you said push it deep and she's just shaking.
Yeah. You put it on that little thing in the back.
That alien.
And they wiggle it on there.
Yeah. What happens to them?
They get wild.
They get wild. They turn into somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They love it.
They love it.
And then they're talking shit right after they're done.
Yeah, right after you put in all that work, they're talking shit right back like you didn't even. So you go up 5 points. Next morning, she's complaining that there ain't no breakfast. Yep. That night, again. Next morning, she's back to, it's a never-ending cycle.
Yes,
now, what you guys can take away from this, even though I've said some of the things that turn me on, that doesn't mean that I'm not working on the day-to-day stuff, okay? Yeah. We've already got a lot of stuff off my algorithms. We are going on a no-fap session, right? So I'm not going to be watching any adult movies. Okay. I'm not going to be reading any adult content because I like to read that stuff as well. Right. It's pretty intense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to just see how long I can do this. Right. So you guys got to check in with me to make sure.
Check on you. Hey, man, you beat off today? What the fuck you mean check on you?
I don't mean like that. I don't mean that.
You busting that today, man?
Yeah, right now. No, I don't mean check on me and say, hey, you squeeze one off today? I mean say, hey, man, how you doing in your journey?
I can guarantee you when I wake up for work tomorrow, it's going to be somebody shaking their ass on my Instagram.
Not for me.
I guarantee you.
Not for me.
All right.
Not for me.
I guarantee you.
I'm a new man. Okay? Turned over a new leaf. Okay? I'm in an amnesty period.
All right.
Right?
I believe you.
This is the period that I'm in. I'm in an amnesty period. That means I have a time frame to straighten up and get rid of some of this stuff. And then I'm flying straight. Right? And like
how long is that time frame?
I asked the same question, and I don't know. It's undisclosed.
Gotcha.
But I'm in it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're cleaning up. On a serious note, the reason why we wanted to talk about this today, I want to talk to the young men, especially, about the dangers of porn, right? You don't want to start off too early introducing that into your life because it is going to desensitize you to the enjoyment and the fulfillment of when you're at the appropriate age to handle that in your life with a woman. Don't cloud your judgment. Don't make expectations because some people can use it as a tool. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Okay? But some people substitute that. So there are people that do struggle with it out there. We don't want to make fun of that at all. We do want to be able to tell people from our experiences, hey, there's nothing like having that connection that you would have with a person. But do not let this, like anything else that can be used excessively, hinder you. Mm-hmm. None of us here have an issue with that. We joke about it a lot. We don't watch it or contribute to it on that level. But I just want to speak to the young men in the world because developing that healthy sexual relationship when you're of age with your partner, you don't want that to be contorted any type of way. You know what I'm saying? Just because these girls get on here and they're doing all this hooting and hollering, that shit ain't real.
Yeah.
It's not real. Don't feed into that too much. But we definitely.
But if you're getting straight silence in the bed, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
If she ain't saying nothing, then you might want to work on your angle. Okay? Because she needs to be saying "con," or saying "get out of my shit." Anyway, when she tells you that, boy, get out of my shit. The dangers of this, we want people to be responsible. Like I said, use me as an example. I'm a grown man, but I know that I need to make some changes in my life. I don't need a picture of something flashing up every few minutes because the majority of the time we spend is in our devices, especially when you do things like podcasting, branding on social media, stand-up comedian. I'm constantly revolving some type of content, pulling inspiration. Yeah. I challenge everyone at home right now to do 5 scrolls through all your social media, even go to what you follow and get rid of the stuff you don't need, right? We can do this together because we ingest too much what's in our phone, right? And I'm not saying that I'm doing this because I couldn't think or do anything because it's ass. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I do need to clean it up because really it does nothing for me other than to laugh about it or to share it. Right, Weston?
Yeah.
Yeah. It does nothing more for me than to laugh or say, good God.
Yeah.
But not knowing that probably stank.
Most likely.
Most likely she stank. We're looking at the video like, damn, that thing moving. Yeah, it's moving, all right. Moving horses to the side because it stank. So, and my mom, I'm sorry. She told me I got to quit telling women they stink. Mama, I'm sorry. I'm working on that too. She said, I got to quit telling women that they stink. Another thing, somebody told me the other day, they said, Derek, you're too nice of a person. You have let people be mean to you too much. And I had to think about that, right? And I'm going to leave us with this. Most of the time, and I said this in another segment, most of the time that I let people around me disrespect me, it's not because I'm worried about you. It's because I'm worried about me. Right? Mm-hmm. So if I can let you disrespect me in a certain type of way and I can handle it, or I can talk to you and we can get past that, just consider that your get out of jail free card. Because the other alternative to that is me getting on y'all's asses. Okay? And you don't want that. So I'm trying to do the best I can, right? Another thing that came up into my mind when we were talking about this is I was talking to my therapist, and he told me, and I think a lot of people struggle with this, and I'm just putting this out there because it's been on my heart. He said, Derek, why do you only associate value to Derek when I'm able to help or do something for someone else? He says the only time you're associating value to yourself, Derek, is when you think that you're helping or doing something from someone else that makes you feel good, not to brag or boast about it, but you feel needed or feel like he said you need to take that same feeling and apply it to yourself every day just for being you. Right? Yeah. So there's a lot of us out there, and I recommend in a book, there's a book on Amazon called Codependent No More. And shout out to Justin, my buddy Justin. He posted it on Facebook. I seen a page he posted, and I started to read it on Facebook, and I was like, that might be something that I want to pick up, right? Something to learn. Yeah. I want us to work on associating value within ourselves that is not linked to anything we can do, provide, or do anything from someone else. You have value within yourself. And if you've lived most of your life that way of thinking, hey, I'm valuable to other people, that means I mean something. No, you're valuable to yourself. So I want to leave people with that. If you want to pick up that book, I think it'll be a good read. Should be here tomorrow, maybe, for me. Next episode, I'll catch you guys up on what I've read so far. But associate the value with yourself. Know that you're valuable. Know that you're enough. Know that you're loved. This has been another hilarious, great episode of Steak and Sauce Podcast. We started off talking about oops and this and that. We ended on adding value to your life. You see why you need to watch the show? Nobody else is doing this, okay? I'm thankful. We thank the Lord for being here, for the creativity, for having this day, for having this platform. AC, thank you for being here. Weston, we had Weston on the mic today. It was great.
Yes, sir.
If y'all want to see him on the mic more, comment below when you see this. We want Weston. That's all you got to write, okay? Write it in the comment. We want Weston, and we'll get him back on here some more. Until the next time, y'all be blessed.